Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Tuesday afternoon actually. What do we got? June 2nd? Getting off work here. It's time for the just after Bill Burr's Monday morning. Fucking no call, no show. I don't know about you guys, but I don't see any fucking podcast on any of my listening or watching services. And I'm a little disappointed, man. So like I said, no call, no show. And in my line of work, that's fucking, you're fired, bro. You're fucking fired. So, yeah. Hopefully he's all right. I was thinking, like, should we start worrying? When do we worry? When do we call him? Should you call Nia and check on him? And I just keep thinking of these fucking, like, parental things. And then I went to his, my fucked up thoughts went to his stand-up, the Drop Dead Years, and I thought, what if he just fucking, like, what if that happened? What if I'm sitting here fucking calling him a no-call, no-show, and he's fired? Fucking, didn't do a podcast for the fans, man. You got, 1 million followers, and you didn't follow through, man, and then fucking come to find out something happened. So, on that note, hopefully not. I don't want to be that much of a dick. But, assuming that he's alright and he's just fucking probably flying over to fucking Europe or, he's probably gonna come on fucking tonight or tomorrow and do some, oh my god, everybody, we fucking, my wife and kids flew into New York and, we finished the Dingle Ross play. And now we flew into Europe and we're having crepes and fucking Italian sausage in Rome and fucking blah, 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 blah. And he'll trade in his fucking set of tights for his stand-up slacks or his stand-up jogging suit from the Drop Dead one. It looked like it really reminded me of George Carlin. With the jogging suit thing, like just fucking definitely going for comfort there, huh? So yeah, he's a no call, no show. So I don't have no fucking comments or notes on Bill. It's just dumb shit that we all deal with. Self-checkout. Self-checkout. I've already bitched about it once. But no, I was at a smaller store the other day. And I'm waiting in line. I had some, ID only items or, ID required items. So I had to wait. I'm not going to go to self-checkout when I fucking know I got to show you my ID because, then you got to walk over. Basically, that's what happened is there's like 4 or 5 people waiting in line. And self-checkout, there's this fucking, this lady, I don't know, I'm sure that she didn't do it on purpose, but she, needed an assistant. And most of the time at self-checkout, from what I've seen, when you need somebody, like you need assistance, it's not even you don't need like the manager. Like back in the old days when you're shopping and you're at the cashier and the cash register lady or the guy, whoever, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, either a price check or my computer or I need change for 100 or whatever reason, but they'd radio to a manager. This isn't even that. This isn't even fucking radioing to a manager. It's like, oh, this item was double scanned. Please wait. And so, shit like that, I just think, well, if you had a fucking associate scanning it, regular to begin with, instead of having me do it, and your fucking dumb machine, maybe we wouldn't have this problem. And then guess what? You're calling an associate. So now we're at that small store I was talking about. There's one cash register with an associate. Or a fucking, I guess I'll just use that word. I guess it sounds better than saying a fucking cashier. But there's one register that's got an actual human being. 4 of us in line for that one. Obviously not able to use self-checkout. The lady using self-checkout now needs help. So what happens? The fucking one person working has to leave us 4 in line and go help that lady. And nothing against the lady, I don't know what the deal was. I think it was just a misscan, a double scan, something, not her. I'm not going to say it was her fault. And like I said, that's why I'm not going to take it out on the lady, but for the purpose of self-checkout, it should be fucking people at the counter first and self-checkout last. So, that's why you have, that's why you have people that do the registers. For people that don't want to deal with the fucking self-checkout bullshit. Because I'll be damned if I'm gonna fucking, oh, I need a dash cam, man. You know what? Actually, that's something I was thinking real quick before I forget. I was thinking about getting one of those phone holder things, so while I'm doing my podcast and driving, you guys can at least see the dumb shit in front of me. I don't know about behind me, but I don't really look that way anyway, because I'm not going that way. But, I mean, I do if I'm turning, obviously, but, going straight, I'm not, like, looking in the rear view like, oh, my God, I'm doing 60. If they're doing 90, they're going to hit me. Like, if they hit me, well, it's, a fucking insurance claim. No, but anyways, back to the fucking, so self-checkout, yeah, so the guy has to fucking go and help the lady, and now all of us are waiting. And, yeah, I think that's, like I said, to me, it's the companies, you should fucking, it's your shitty system, so your shitty system needs to wait for your real employee to do their job, and then they'll come back and help your shitty system. And here's the funniest part, is all this, AI, like, robots don't get sick, robots don't call into work, robots don't fucking, like, they don't, mess up orders or, whatever, yada yada. But here's a fucking robot, a self-checkout, glitching all fucking day, that the person said. And, guess what? That's not a human. So you can't just talk to it. You can't just be like, hey, Johnny, you're fucking glitching, bro. You alright? And, and then Johnny's like, oh, I'm okay. It's just my stomach hurts, or, I got gas buildup, or, my wife, my husband, my whatever, whatever fucking drama, whatever reason, you can't do that. Hey, self-checkout, why are you a fuck up? Please scan item now. That's it. Nope, nothing. That's all you get. Please scan item now. Or fucking, or, when it fucks up, then you got, like, that lady was standing there, and an associate will be with you shortly. An associate will be with you shortly. And it just kept repeating it, like she didn't fucking hear it the first 12 times. And then it's like, or like the person working didn't hear it. Like, you hear it, and there's fucking lights flashing, like, God, your fucking robot sucks. This is why I don't go to Steak and Shake anymore, because why would I want to order my own fucking order, place my own order, grab my own order? I might as well cook my own fucking order. Well, I'm paying the same prices as I used to get a diner experience and actually feel like I was sitting at a diner with my friends and family or whoever, fucking having a milkshake, a burger, some fucking fries, and a laugh. Now it's a fucking fast food. You go up, you press buttons, they fucking, bill alert, and you fucking go up and grab your meal on a shitty basket, and then you fucking, fuck that. That's I'm not paying for that. At least not fucking going out to eat prices. And Steak and Shake's cheap. I'm not saying it's expensive, but like I said, I'd rather pay a couple dollars more and tip and get that diner experience than fucking, just have another fast food bullshit, at least give us car hops, do something like that. So, that's a fucking crock of shit. I can't wait to see these fucking, like, McDonald's and all these fast food, like, these places having these automated things. I can't wait to see when you get the wrong order. Like, what the fuck do you say? Do you grab the robotic arm and you fucking break it off? Like, you fucking leave me alone. This is the wrong order. You fix it. And then you fucking throw the order through the window, and what is there, another robot come sweep it up like, my bad, remaking order. Like, no, it's not gonna fucking work that way. You're just gonna be fucked. You're gonna have to call some fucking automated line to get your money back. You're gonna have to take pictures of the wrong order and the receipt with the wrong way. It's gonna be such a hassle. It's already a fucking hassle, especially Uber Eats or any of those fucking, DoorDash, blah, blah, blah. And then the best part is, like, an example of, those delivery services. you get the wrong order. It's not the driver's fault. I understand that because, you know, the bags are stapled and fucking, now it's like they staple them, they nail gun them shut like hot glue. It's like fucking impossible to get in. But, so I understand it's not the driver's fault, but if the restaurant fucks my order up and I paid all this Uber cost, when I ask for a refund, it's like, okay, here's your refund of, you know, $21. It's like, yeah, well, I tipped the driver $6. And your company fucked this up, not me. So the tip should come out of your pocket. You know? I'm not taking the tip back. You know, I'm not going to ask for the tip back. That's fucked up. But at the same time, why the fuck should I have to pay the driver out of my pocket for something that I didn't receive? You know? It like I said, the driver did, you know, they deserve the tip. They deserve their money. They did their job. But it should come out of the pocket of the one who, you know, who's eating it. And if I'm not fucking eating it because it's not my order, then you're eating it. You know, I mean, to me, that's how it should be. Look at this fucking, well, you can't see it, but fucking, all you hear on the news is, oh, I got gas prices down to $1.82. You know, and we got 3 or 4 states and 5 or 6 states and more states, every state, this state and that state, gas is down to $1 something. Fucking eggs are like 20 cents an egg. You could shit them out. Chickens are shitting them out like crazy. Blah, 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 blah. It's fucking hilarious because I'm looking at the gas sign right now and it's $3.30 for the cheapest fucking, you know, the 87 or whatever, unleaded, yada, yada. But, no, so anyways, yeah, it's been bitching about some fucking robots and shit. Going around this fucking idiot doing like 5 miles an hour. Oh my god. Fucking people are stupid, man. Doing like 5 miles an hour in a 45 because that's safe. Yeah, I really need to get that fucking a dash cam for my own fucking protection. But the phone holder so I can put you guys on a fucking, you know, so you can see all the dumb shit and at least have a little something to look at if you know, anybody who does listen. If you're not working, you know, if you're just fucking bored at home, you know, or you're, you know, just listening just because you got, you know, blowing off time like I listen to Bill or listen to other podcasts, you know. Nice little visual there, you know, a little drive along with your good buddy Joe. And see all the idiots on the road. I know you see enough probably in your fucking towns and your cities and stuff, but you know, we got them everywhere. It's a fucking universal deal. So why not share? Sharing is caring, and I care about your fucking laughter and near safety, I guess, as much as mine. No, let's see. So anyways, all right, let's go into sports. We'll do like Bill and fucking, I haven't heard any Knicks fans talking anything about sports lately. No, actually, it looks like the Knicks got rid of their coach after like the first successful run in however many years. It was like the first time they made the conference final in 25 years, and now you fire the coach. It's like football, the Bucks back in the early 2000s. Tony Dungy, he built one hell of a team. And then they fire his ass. And then John Gruden comes in as coach. You know, old Chucky from Oakland takes Tony Dungy's team and wins the Super Bowl with it. And, you know, I'm not saying he didn't, you know, his coaching style wasn't different, obviously. But, no, it's just a little funny. You know, it's just a little funny how that works. But, so, yeah, we got Indiana Pacers, right? Or Indianapolis, whatever. Either way, fucking that state. You got the Pacers, which I guess have been good. Well, so is Oklahoma. I guess both of them have been somewhat decent lately, but just haven't got over the hump. But to me, it's a real weird matchup, you know, like in hockey. You know, if somebody was to say, oh, yeah, the finals are, you know, it's the Boston Bruins and it's the, you know, the Oilers, Edmonton Oilers. Like, nobody'd bat an eye. It'd be like, yeah, you know, it's expected. It's like the Eagles, Chiefs, the Patriots, you know, etc. Certain teams you just expect to be good. But I mean, Oklahoma, Indiana, that's like a local rivalry almost, because they're a little like middle of the country. That's like, I was thinking like hockey, that'd be like, Columbus in the East, and then in the West, like Seattle, like a Seattle Columbus Stanley Cup. I mean, it just sounds funny, I'm not saying they, if they deserve it, you earn it, but that shit sounds funny. But so yeah, I don't have any stake, I don't have any money in the pot when it comes to that playoff. Hockey, though, well, I don't have any money in any pot for playoffs. I had the Lightning, my team, but they lost to the Panthers. On that note, I'm hoping the Panthers are fucking rusty from the amount of time they got off. I know Edmonton only had like an extra, or a day less, but I want Edmonton to win. I want Tampa to be Florida's dynasty. I mean, already Florida, both teams combined 6 years straight representing the East in hockey in general. So, proud Floridian on that part. Other than that, yeah, we're rooting for Edmonton. McDavid, yeah, he's good enough. He deserves at least one. Draisaitl, I think, is actually probably better, in my opinion. I know that might not be the most popular opinion, but I think Draisaitl is arguably a better player or a better point scorer. I don't know, I don't know how to exactly word it, but he deserves to win one too. And like I said, Edmonton made it here with no elbows thrown, or at least not that I heard of, but Florida made it with elbows, illegal elbows at that. All right, let's see. Did I take any notes? No, because fucking Bill didn't do a fucking, I did have a fire. We had a burn pile. I guess that's a thing. Fucking Florida, you don't get those because you don't have winters, but, here up north, you got burn piles, all the dead wood and the dead, all the shit from over winter that dies, and, you just pile it up, and fucking one day, you light it all and let it go, and, had a nice little bonfire thing, and don't know anybody, so it really wasn't, anybody there, but it was cool, fucking fire was so big, I had to use a pitchfork, put hot dogs on a pitchfork, and fucking, it's cool, because, I was having a few drinks, so I was a little, not cocky, but confident, whatever you want to call it, and I've been walked over a lot in my life, so I push back more than I, ever did before, because it's like, I'm an adult now, being walked on as a kid, it was like, maybe I deserve it, maybe I stepped out of line, said something to the wrong person. Now it's like, fuck you, I'm 30 something, I'm grown, I fucking work for, I work for what I gotta do, I, handle my responsibilities, fuck off, if somebody's, coming at me a weird way or something, but, what was I'm going at there, though? No, so the burn pile, yeah, so, we got it burning, it's like, 20-foot fucking flame, big old fire, hot as fuck, it's hard to get close to, so I used the pitchfork, stuck a hot dog on each, fork, whatever you want to call those, fucking stuck them all, like 12 hot dogs or something. I was holding it over the fire, and I don't remember exactly what I was, where my head was at, but I was like, all right, that's good enough, like, cooked enough, I guess. And it's nighttime, so I don't really know. I don't think I looked at the hot dogs even, or I don't remember looking at them, but I pulled the pitchfork out, and I hand it to my friend, and he's going to grab the hot dogs off, and somebody else goes, they look like they could be cooked a little longer. And I just go, looks done to me. And that was it. Put them on the plate, and it was that was fucking it. And I kind of feel, I don't feel bad, but it's funny. Like, I hope it did. I didn't mean to come off as that rude, and my friend's the one that told me that's the way I said it. Like, I kind of had the accent, like the Northeast, a little bit of Northeast maybe. And, it's just like, can you cook that longer? Nope, looks done to me. Fire's done. We're fucking, this is, you don't like it? Fucking don't eat it. I don't know. The best part is the fire's there, so the person could have cooked it longer. But no, just my response caught me off guard when I heard of it later on. And then on top of that, just the fact that I came out and was just like, yep, well, this is how it works. Yeah, like I said, I usually I'm not like that. And so yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the person that I said it to. Hopefully they didn't take offense to it or nothing, or I didn't come off too rude, because it's not the way I meant it. But it's one of those, you got to be there to fucking enjoy it, or you got to know the person. If you know me, then I get walked on a lot, like fucking, especially work, bosses and shit, because the whole right to work shit. You can get fired for fucking, you get fired because you got, you fucking fell and hit your eye on something and, got a bruise, and now you're fired for, looks like you're, unprofessional, or I don't fucking know. It's anything. So, and mostly in those situations, but even in friend situations and stuff too. So, yeah, a little more defensive, a little more, or a little less patience with the common folk. I don't know if that's getting older. I don't know if I'm going to turn into Bill before, not Bill now. The fucking soft and, the lovey-dovey, kidsy-widsy fucking ooey-gooey Bill. But I might be turning into the fucking goddamn son of a bitch, motherfucker, cocksucking. That Bill. I feel like that one might be coming out over the years by the time I'm in my 40s. I could see being grumpy, more, grumpy like he famously is, whatever. I don't fucking know. Maybe if he did his podcast, we'd fucking know. Anyways. No, on that note, it's going to be a short one for me because, like I said, I had a couple things, like, I had a couple stories of my own, but I was expecting to have some kind of podcast. Lastly, the weekend, it is Tuesday, so we're recapping on the weekend here. I did have I had the fire, but it was actually the 1 year anniversary from the weekend last year, and because it was a leap year, it actually falls on all in the same days. The 1 year anniversary that I flew up here with my friend, and we were checking the area out to see if we wanted to move here. And I decided, I wanted to move. My friend wanted to move, but had more responsibilities than I did to, more loose ends to tie up, so to speak. So for me, it was literally just talk to my job, find work and stuff up here, and talk to my cat, which is a real easy talk. It's, here's your medicine. Don't shit too much. We're going for a fucking long car ride, and we're not coming back this way. So 1 year anniversary. 1 year ago this past weekend, actually a year ago today, I flew home to Florida, that was, and started mentally preparing for my move up north. And within a couple months, I'll be at my 1 year anniversary of living in Michigan. Winter wasn't fucking what all these northern people make it up to be. Oh my God, it's so cold, and you want to go to Florida. Watch, no, I didn't want to go back. Nothing is drawing me back to Florida. I mean, I miss my family. I'll go back to visit my sisters, my dad, my grandma, aunts, whatever family is there that's left that actually even gives a fuck, because nowadays family people don't give a shit about you anyway. Most of them. But, definitely, I'd love to go and visit my dad and my sisters, but no, as far as, the beauty of the beaches and the beauty of Florida and the sunsets and the this, the that, southern hospitality, which is fucking, that's a crock of shit. No, I haven't fucking missed it once. And now that summer's coming, I'm looking at the weather there. It's like, the real feel, 95, 100, 105. It's fucking 85 degrees here today in Michigan. And guess what the real feel is? 80 fucking 5. because that's what it should be. But no, other than that, yeah, it's been what it has been. Like I said, Bill did a no-call, no-show. He's fucking fired from podcasting. Andrew the Feminist, you're fired too. You didn't even put any music up. Now I feel like what's his name? They didn't do a very good job. We're gonna replace them with better people. We're gonna replace everybody. We're gonna have the best podcast in the world by far. Podcasts unheard of, like nobody's ever heard or seen, thanks to the great country of America. And on that note, Friday, if Bill does post a Monday, a late Monday, or even a Thursday, we'll comment on everything Friday. Hopefully I got some dumb shit this week happens. Not to me, but around me, so I could tell you guys some good stories. Other than that, enjoy your week. Stay safe, healthy, happy, away from any, natural disasters or anything. Yeah, I don't think there's any crazy weather, in our part of the world right now. So, yeah, stay healthy, happy, safe. Go fuck yourselves. Bill, go fuck yourself for not making a podcast. And go fuck yourself for being Billiam Burr. And we'll see you Friday. All right, I'm out. I did my fucking podcast, did my fucking job.